Okay, this is Johnny Boy Boxing at Fight Hype. I'm here with my main man. Introduce yourself, baby.
Eric Malito Roman.
All right, we had the Barclays. We just got him finished the weigh-in for Gervonta Tank Davis, Lamont Roach. What are your thoughts on that fight? Who do you think's gonna win that fight?
Tank.
How does he do it though?
Round 7, I'm saying the iconic uppercut. You're gonna catch him with an uppercut. Boom, out. Lights out.
Definitely. Do you think it is because Tank gives up those early rounds, or could he finish him earlier?
Yeah.
What do you think?
After a lot of his fights, he always says, "Oh man, I gotta start," running up those numbers in the early rounds, and he never does it. So maybe he will this fight, but highly doubtful. But
Yeah, definitely. So if Gervonta Tank Davis is successful tomorrow, who does he go up against now? Obviously, Shakur Stevenson just fought last week. He got his man out of there. What do you think about that matchup? How does that play out?
I mean, you would love to see that. We would all love to see that. Is it gonna happen though? I don't know.
Turkey has the money. He has the money.
Definitely has that money.
He can entice Gervonta, maybe.
And Tank definitely loves some bread. So everybody would love to see that fight. That's probably maybe the best fight in boxing. But is it gonna happen? I don't know. I would hope that's the next fight. And he said he got 2 more fights after this. So we'll see.
We'll break it down. How does that fight play out? Shakur is probably the best defensive fighter in boxing. He's not going to be staying in the pocket, and if he does, he knows how to maneuver and throw angles. Tank probably has the best timing in boxing. He'll land that killer shot. How does that fight play out?
So I was talking to my uncle and my dad, and they both said something really interesting, is that Shakur always does just enough to win. He does the bare minimum if he has to just to win. He'll always do just exactly enough to win. He'll be perfectly defensive and land the exact shots he needs just to win on the scorecards. And it's hard to see that not happen. And even his last fight, he did it again. He beat that guy to pretty bad every round, and then stopped him. He's obviously not gonna stop Tank, in my opinion. I don't think he'll stop Tank.
Yeah.
But I think he'll always do just enough to win. So I'll take Shakur with that fight.
For the decision, not by the knockout.
Yeah,
Okay, and we have another guy that just fought a couple weeks ago, Keyshawn Davis. Tank Davis and Keyshawn Davis, the two Davises. How does that fight play out? What do you think about his performance?
Yo, Keyshawn is a dog, though. He's a dog. Keyshawn is a
That'll
dog,
be an entirely different fight. No hand injuries.
No. Completely different, because Keyshawn is coming to fight, bro.
Yeah, he wants to knock out.
Yeah, he just loves to fight. From the same town as Sweet Pea, he really just loves to fight. So that fight, I think Keyshawn's a hell of a fighter too, but I think he needs more professional experience before he steps in with Tank. So if he gets a few more fights before that fight happens, that'll be a big fight too. But I'll take Tank with that fight.
Okay. And then talk to me about Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. They're supposed to be signed for September. What do you think Terence Crawford's chances are of going up 6 weight divisions and beating the great Canelo Alvarez?
I hate answering this question, bro. I don't know. Another thing with Bud is that he's just so proficient, and his skill is just so good, and he's just one of the most maybe the most skillful fighter in boxing that we've seen in years. And Canelo is Canelo, and he's just tough, and he's got a hell of a chin, and I don't know, man. I don't know. But if I had to, and you told me my life is on the line, I had to pick one, I'm gonna pick Bud, bro.
Big Bud.
Yeah.
So, like you said, Canelo has a steel chin. He has an iron chin. Would you have to go to the body? Terence Crawford is called the body snatcher. He does great body work. He's a switch hitter. Is that how he can slow down Canelo Alvarez and then outbox him the way Floyd did, the way Dimitri Bivol did? Is that the blueprint to beat Canelo Alvarez?
Yeah, I think the blueprint is Floyd. And that's perfect. Bud moves, and he'll switch to lefty. We know. When was the last time Canelo fought a crazy lefty like that? You don't. Never. You never see him fight a super skilled person who can switch. You never seen him fight anybody like that. So maybe he could come out of nowhere and Reynoso gets the job done with him in camp, and he knows exactly what to do. But that's very hard to see that happening. And Bud is Bud, bro. He can switch. He hits hard. He's strong too. He's just physically strong. He can wrestle you when you're on the inside. It's hard to beat a guy like that. So yeah, I don't see that going in Canelo's favor.
Okay, definitely. Well, let the fans know where we can find you on social media, where they can find you.
Yes, sir. Malito Roman, Instagram, Twitter, all that, everywhere. Malito Roman.
That's it. There you have it. Johnny Boy Boxing at Fight Hype. We out.
Yes, sir.